The sun rose in silence. Ella stood alone at the edge of the sand dunes, wrapped in a thin scarf in the deep stillness of the desert. The sky was a soft gradient, midnight blue fading to peach, then gold, where the first light touched the jagged edge of the horizon. There were no trees here. No buildings. No sound but the slow, rhythmic hush of the wind moving over the dunes. She had arrived the night before, riding in the back of an open jeep for hours, the stars overhead like scattered diamonds. Her guide, an old man named Hassim, had said little, letting the desert speak instead. He dropped her at a simple tent on the leeward side of a dune, nodded once, and vanished into the night. This morning, Ella woke with the sand in her shoes and the sunrise on her face. She climbed to the top of the nearest dune, each step sinking, soft and slow. At the summit, she turned a slow circle, taking it all in. A sea of golden waves stretching in every direction, untouched and perfect. The world here had no walls, no clocks, just space, just breath. She took out her notebook and wrote. The desert is not empty. It is full of time, of waiting, of stories whispered in the heat. By mid-morning, the temperature had risen. She walked along the ridgeline, boots crunching through the cooled sand before it began to bake beneath the sun. Lizards darted past her feet. A beetle trailed a perfect line behind its tiny body. Occasionally, a bird wheeled high above, a speck against the cloudless blue. She reached a dry riverbed and followed it. Here and there, scrubby plants clung to life, low, spiny, fierce. Each one felt like a miracle. By noon, she found a solitary acacia tree. Its gnarled roots clutched the earth like a secret. Its sparse shade cast a broken circle on the ground. She sat beneath it, pulled out a flask of water, and sipped slowly. Her face was flushed, lips dry, but her heart was calm. There was something holy in the heat. In the stillness, she heard it, a low hum beneath the surface. Not sound exactly, but vibration. The hum of earth that had waited 1,000 years for nothing in particular. A patience she could never carry. She wrote. Everything here survives not by force, but by surrender. By learning to need almost nothing. She dozed briefly, the sun a blanket across her arms. When she woke, the wind had changed. Afternoon brought color. The dunes turned bronze, then orange. Shadows lengthened. Heat shimmered across the ground like breath on glass. Her water bottle was half empty. She wrapped the scarf tighter, leaving only her eyes exposed, and kept walking. Then she saw it. A caravan. In the distance, like a vision, camels low and swaying, riders draped in flowing robes. As they drew near, she stepped aside and raised a hand in greeting. One rider, younger than the rest, paused and handed her a date from his saddlebag. No words were exchanged. Just a nod. A smile. Then they were gone, ghosts crossing gold. Evening came. The sky softened again. The temperature dropped. A silence deeper than silence settled over everything. She reached a small rise of stone, and sat to watch the sun disappear. It went quickly, swallowed by the dunes. She lit a small fire with dry twigs and kindling from her pack. The flames whispered. Stars began to appear, first a few, then hundreds, then thousands. The sky became a bowl of light. She heated lentils and flatbread over the fire, ate with her fingers, drank the last of her water. Then she lay back on the sand, wrapped in a blanket, watching the universe unfold above her. She wrote. The desert doesn't give you answers. It takes away the noise until you remember the question. And for hours she listened, to the wind, to her breath, to the thrum of stars. She thought of the city she had come from, the clock she had lived by, the weight of things she no longer needed. Here, in the vast nothing, she felt whole. Before sleep, she whispered into the dark. Thank you for the silence, for the space, for reminding me I am small, and that small is enough. The sand was cool beneath her body. The stars turned slowly overhead. And the desert, ancient and patient, kept her through the night.